Yeah. We ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. With my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. With my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapped. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all insta this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back. Another mass shooting in the headlines. I'm like, damn, where that attack at? Cause y'all think this about race. They font that shit in your face. It's like every day it's the same agenda. It's really not that hard to trace. Fuck it, we might as well face it. Accept it, whatever it's wrapped in. There'll come a day when they run out of grace. So me and my niggas stay trapping. Yeah, ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Hey, someone be too who I wanted to be and then what I became. Ended up going my own way, but I couldn't stay in my lane. Now if I'm honest, I've taken a liking to wearing these chains. They hold me down, make it easier when I start feeling the pain. Out of the overflow, your heart, they say your mouth speaks. Well, my heart must be fucked up, cause I can't speak and I can't sleep. So I stay woke in this daydream. Got shit to do, got the world to see. Got the same crew, got some new fleets. There's an empire, fuck a boutique, that's real. I only say what I feel, got a new plate with the same meal. On a new hype with the same chill. Y'all too fake, I stay real. Got cast down from heaven, but I'm too good to stay in hell. I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah, I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah. Hey, I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. With my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. With my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing.
Swole.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Test, testing, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 1800 and 90 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo hoes? It's your boy Papa Swole, yo, back with another episode, and today's episode of the Sleazecast is sponsored, is brought to you by Everest and K2 Flexin' on all you shows.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
What's going on, fam? How are we doing? Happy Friday. Happy fucking FEFF. Let's get some more gorillas around. Everyone drop some biceps and gorillas in the comments down below. Happy Friday, July 9th. It is FEFF, the day in which we delete, unfollow, unfriend. We will talk about what FEFF means once we get into today's episode. But make sure you drop in the comments down below. Did you smash it? Did you go to the fucking gym? You better have gone to the fucking gym, or daddy is going to be angry. Now, make sure you hit that like button, fam. If you're watching on YouTube, of course, check out swolenormousx.com for some downloads. Check out the 7 pillars. Check out memberships over there at swolenormousx.com. You can check the show notes down below as well. And of course, subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Fam, make sure you leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. If you enjoy the show, make sure you leave a review over there. It means a lot. It helps a lot. Of course, you can catch the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, Stitcher, anywhere you like to bang your ear holes. Papa Swole and the fam will be. We do have a sexy nut to bust wide open. But before we get into that, make sure you drop in the comments what you smashed today. Now, let's talk a little bit about FEFF. We got some scrolly McScrollerson going on the bottom of the screen. Delete, unfollow, unfriend. FEFF. What did you do today or this week for FEFF? Now, FEFF is essentially pillar number 1. That's where we tighten up our community. We tighten up our environment. We get rid of the shit that does not serve us, that is not helping us improve. Now, you've heard the saying that you are the average of the 5 people you spend your time with. Now, you know, in COVID season, and of course, in a digital world, maybe you're spending time with, you're spending time with people that maybe you're not spending time with many people at all. Maybe you're spending time with coworkers and people you can't choose. But that means that a lot of stuff that you listen to, the things that you watch, those are essentially, quote, people. Those are influences in your life. So it's not just the human beings, it's also the content you're consuming. So if you're watching fucking mukbangs and shit all the time on YouTube, you're watching bullshit, you're just poisoning your mind with nonsense, it's not helping you move forward. It's a detractor, it's a negative, it's a distraction. Make sure you're cutting that bullshit out, especially those negative people. So let's drop in the comments down below. What or whom did you delete? What did you do to celebrate your FEFF? You should be doing this every single day, but today is a reminder that it's time. If you haven't lately, delete people you follow on Facebook, delete channels you don't watch anymore on YouTube, delete podcasts that you don't listen to. Just tighten up your ship. Delete contacts from your phone. Just tighten up your shit. It doesn't mean don't spend time with anyone. It just means, you got to trim the bushes, got to trim the trees. You got to tighten shit up a little bit. Got to do a little swole cleaning, we'll call it. All right. So a little round of applause for all of you that are doing that. But drop in the comments what you're doing to celebrate FEFF. Let's see. Bunny Love. I am surprised how many on my friends list I have never even had interactions with. Right? The biggest change that I made, of course, I don't really follow many people on social media because I go on there, I create content, I get the fuck off, and I get back to doing content for Swolenormous X and for the Swole Fam podcasts and things for my own self-improvement. I don't just spend time sucking down tons and tons of content. But at the same time, it was really important for me to delete contacts from my phone. Now, a lot of people don't go that deep. They just check their follower count. I don't like going on a social media app and seeing all these fucking things that I just don't want to see. I want to go on. Maybe I can look at a couple people's things that pop up, real close people in my life and such. But there are very few people that actually care what they're doing day to day. I really don't care. Has nothing to do, no bearing on my life. I'm not interested in your children. I'm not interested in your animals. I'm not interested in what you ate for lunch. I just don't give a fuck. But when it comes down to your contacts list on your phone, it was so liberating and so great to purge because you change phones over the years. You have contacts in your phone from an old email account or an old iPhone. You kind of have contacts embedded that every time you get a new phone, you delete them and then you sync up your phone again. All of a sudden, these contacts pop back up. Maybe one restaurant you went to one time for some reasons in your phone. Shit that goes back decades. And I remember I went into where I found where it was syncing from was an old Gmail account. I went in there in the contacts and I fucking purged. And man, I brought my contacts, my phone list in my phone down to like 10, 15 people. And it was fucking awesome. It was awesome. And the best part about that is that if you get a text message or you get a call and you don't know the number, it's like, fuck it. I don't pick up shit. Everything's on do not disturb. It's on silent. I don't get anything unless you're someone that I actually talk to. So if you're messaging me and I don't have you in my contacts, I'm not responding. I'm not gonna be like, who is new number? Who this? New number? Who this? Fuck that shit. If we're not talking regularly, if we're not, you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on online somewhere. You don't have to. If you don't have my number and you're not in my phone, then we don't talk that much, and it's all good. You could be an acquaintance. We don't have to be up each other's assholes. So make sure that you're not just overloading yourself with noise. All right. That being said, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Remember the Daily Swole everywhere. You could also find out all the links over there at thedailyswole.com. Again, thedailyswole.com. It's time to bust this nut open. So drop in the comments down below. What did you do for FEFF? Falcon, take us away, please. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Put some respect on it, bish.
I don't know how to put this, but kind of a big deal.
That's a fucking card. That's a fucking card. Happy FEFF, everyone. Leo still drinking like a raging alcoholic. Boo. Boo. Shame. 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 I need that audio from Lord of the Rings. Shame. 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 Hashtag FEFF fam. It's time to delete. Beaches, look at that sexy fucking tip. Look at that sexy tip. You're looking very, very good.
You are looking rather
Looking delicious.
splendid this evening.
Tessie, you're looking fucking fine. Isn't she looking good, Falcon? I know. She looks a little roughed up. She looks a little roughed up. It's a little bit early on a Friday for her to be looking so rough around the edges. My God. What have you done to her, Falcon? What have you done? What have you done? All right, fam. Let's get into that tip, shall we? Come on, fam. Where
just
we at?
an inch, just an inch. It's cold outside.
Oh, where are we at? Yeah, back when Game of Thrones didn't suck a huge donkey dick. Today, we're going to kick it off with Lisa. Lisa to the main stage. Lisa to the main stage. Oh, right. Lisa writes, so it is hard for me to write this because it is embarrassing to me. Let's see what we got here. This is going to be a bit long, so bear with me. Because of my situation in sharing a car and also having a 2-year-old, I can't get to the gym every day. I try for at least 3 days. On Thursdays, I usually do a double. I get there at 5:30 a.m., do an intense spin box class, then leave, grab some eggs, come back by 10 a.m. for private mitt training and weight conditioning. Yesterday, I was doing my thing. We were finishing up mitt training, getting ready to switch to weights, and I just didn't feel right. I had to sit down. I almost passed out. Since being a kid, there have been 2 times when this happened. Both of these 2 times were over a year ago. Before I tried to get my health and weight in check. And when my son was born, he had to spend a lot of time in the hospital. And I was told my nerves were shot because of stress. It was scary every time. Anyway, this hasn't happened in well over a year. My blood pressure is good and I'm 20 pounds lighter from then. After talking to my coach, she seemed concerned that I have cut bread from my diet. She said I need more carbs. She also said I am not eating enough pre-workouts. I don't like to eat a lot pre-workout because it makes me feel sluggish. Anyone else ever get lightheaded during a workout? What have you found are the best foods to eat pre-workout? Well, that's a good question, but at the same time, that's individualized. You don't have to eat before you work out. Some people like it, some people don't. She's concerned that you cut out bread. I don't recommend that you keep bread in there. Bread is irrelevant to what you're feeling. It's not the bread. Bread is not required. Why is this hair in my face? Bread is not something, oh, I'm missing bread. How am I going to get results? That's not something that you need in particular. So generally, here's what happens with women. Women generally don't eat enough food, okay? Women do too much cardio and they don't eat enough food. If you want to build muscle, get leaner, you shouldn't be exhausting yourself with all that cardio, okay? So it says here, mitt training, yeah, that's fine, I get it. Let's see, you do getting ready to switch to weights. You might just be doing too much cardiovascular type training and not enough strength training. So you said weight conditioning. You don't need weights don't, I don't know what weight conditioning means. So it sounds like you're doing circuits. It sounds like you're doing more cardio based. I recommend switching more towards strength based training, easing up on the cardiovascular activity. And you can just maybe have a couple tablespoons of raw honey before you work out, something like that. Usually if you go from eating before a workout regularly and then you go to not eat, it's going to be a shock because your body's not used to not having any carbs or food in your system, but it's definitely not required. You should really just navigate to what feels best for you, but it's not the carbohydrates in general. I mean, it's not specifically bread. Maybe you like a little bit more. I don't know what you're eating. This is very vague. This is just about how you feel. I know nothing about your nutrition, so it's really hard to answer this question. You didn't really give a lot of information there. But most women do too much cardio and they try to do this calorie deficit, which is a huge distraction from what actually helps people burn fat and get the physique that they want. You need to be eating more food. If you keep on trying to do a caloric deficit and cut the carbs and do this, you're just pussyfooting around training hard, lifting heavy, and eating more protein, eating more food. So ladies, the harder you train and the more weights you lift and you do strength training, the more you can eat and you'll solve your problems. I mean, more often than not. So obviously we need more details there, but you can all drop your thoughts in the comments down below for Lisa, because obviously this can go a couple different directions. Before we get into more content, make sure you subscribe to the other shows available wherever you're listening to this. The Swolenormous audio experience. You got Red, White, and Swole podcast, and you got the Swolenormous Procast everywhere that you're listening to this. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, all that great stuff. And of course, today is Friday, but we have an accountability meeting, fam. We got an accountability meeting Monday, July 12th. That is the day after tomorrow. That's right, Monday, 12 noon Eastern time for members only. If you don't want to miss any of the private live streams, make sure you join the Swole fam today over there at swolenormousx.com. And let's take it. We'll drop some more comments on that situation. What do you like to eat before you work out? Let's get some more opinions on that from your end. But that really depends. It's kind of like, one of those questions where you need more information to answer that accurately. We got a new clip over in the Swolenormous channel. Also got a new short, but this clip, 5 tips to crush your hunger. Remember this one? The 5 tips. The first one, I believe, was eat. You can crush your hunger by eating food?
That's fucking bullshit.
No shit. You don't say. You just don't say. That's over there on the Swolenormous YouTube channel. And of course, fam, let's get a round of applause for papaswolio.com. What? I saw some pictures of some new gear at the last minute before we went live. Papaswolio.com. Use code DailySwole for 10% off. Thank you for being a listener of the Mancast. So head on over to papaswolio.com. Use code DailySwole for 10% off your order. We got awesome gear. We got hats. We got Go to the Fucking Gym hats. We got tanks. We got shirts, phone cases. We got everything over there that you need. Papaswolio.com. Everything that you need. We got what you need. We got what you need. Bunny Love, that was my post. Oh, let's talk about this a little bit now that you're live. I probably should lift more. Let's talk about this. What's your nutrition like? We can follow this up. We can kind of keep this running live conversation and we'll come back around as you comment. But, what's your lifting schedule like? Like, what are you doing on a weekly basis? What's your cardio routine? What's your scheduling like? I know you talked a little bit about it, but maybe break it down. How much lifting are you doing and what's your nutrition like? What's the rest of it like? You eat carbs and veggies, but cut all bread and pasta. Good. That's a good look. What do you actually eat though? Carbs and veggies. That's vague. That doesn't give me any information. Carbs and veggies. Vague. Give me some deets. Give me some deets. Loretta did 3 hours of cardio a day. I'm in a calorie So Loretta says, I did calories. Jesus Christ. Come on.
Matt Damon.
Talking like old JB over here. All right, let's start this one over. All right, do over. Loretta says, I did 3 hours of cardio a day in a calorie deficit, made no difference. I do weights now, big results. Fuck yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, because if you're not lifting, you're just doing cardio, your body becomes very efficient at burning less energy. And you just play this game where, okay, more output and less in. You can't do 3 hours of cardio a day in a calorie deficit and fucking survive. You are going to crash so hard. You're going to feel miserable. You're not going to get the results you want. Stop with all the cardio, lift heavy fucking weight, and eat more food. That's a fucking fact. But you have to eat quality food. You can't be eating fast food and pizza and garbage. All right. Bunny, okay. I eat meat. I eat broccoli. Okay. I eat grass-fed beef and chicken. Salsa guac. Give me one sentence? Don't just give me fragments in a live chat, because I'm not going to be able to go back to that. You eat salsa and guac. Let's get a little bit more. Give it to all in one comment, please. All right, we'll try to catch that back later, but everyone make sure you're commenting on her post, and we'll follow that up. So that's going to go down the Facebook group. We'll get more into that for sure. But lift more weights. I want to know more about your lifting schedule more than what you put in that post. All right, next one is from Megan, and welcome, Megan. Everyone say welcome to the fam. Welcome, Megan. What's up, Bish? What's up? Hey, team. I'm Megan, and I'm from Auckland, New Zealand. I'm excited to be here and meet you all. Indeed, we are too. Thank you for being here, Megan. Welcome to the Swole fam. We got a post from Rick from the Facebook group. First day to be back in a gym in almost 10 years. How about that? Just signed up with the Swole fam. Time to make those gains. Y'all. Very nice. Pedro writes, Papa ate a whole wheel of cheese. Does that count? That's amazing. I'm not even mad. All right. We got one from, let's see what we got. We read that one already. All right. We got one, last one from Terry. All right. Terry writes, lots of doctor appointments and tests this week, but got to the gym yesterday, walked the dog today. Great to be able to do some deadlifts again. And with yoga and light weightlifting, my mobility and strength has improved. I made so many gains in such a short time. I mentally feel like I'm in my 20s. I'm 53 now, in it for the long haul. I am changing my identity to that of a healthy person mindset. Any food choice I make, I say to myself, what would a healthy person do? Would a healthy person eat that? Then the choice becomes attractive and easy. Also downloaded Starting Strength. It's a little technical, but still followable. Videos on Swolenormous X or Excellent. Videos are on Swolenormous Excellent also. All right, just some typos there. No big deal. Awesome, Terry. It sounds like you're putting that book, Atomic Habits, to use. That's your identity. That's where it comes down to. That's what Terry was talking about. When you're looking at your identity, when you're redefining yourself, that's the way you have to look at it. Okay. I am a healthy person. I am someone like I practice yoga. Not like I'm doing yoga. I am someone that practices yoga. I am someone that lifts weight. You need to reform your identity. That's one of the big things. That's why a lot of these ideologies and these kinds of faux hashtag communities that you see online, the virtue signalers and the social justice warriors, that's why they're doing that, because they're desperate for love and attention, desperate for a community in a world where we're segmented. We've been shut down for a year and a half. A lot of people are still going through a lot of problems. The economy is fucked up, and there's a lot of stress and anxiety and fear mongering in mainstream media. So people are being driven apart, and they're desperate for that connectivity. So online communities, of course, the Swole fam is much more and goes far beyond fitness. But just like Terry was saying, you need to reform your identity with yourself. Who are you as a person? And this is where you have these ideologies like a vegan or CrossFit. I mean, people that redefine themselves based on their tribe, but you need to be individualized with yourself. You are someone that exercises. Like, that's who you are. That's what you do. You are a person that takes care of their health. You are a person that invests in their mindfulness. You are a person that invests and that executes on the 7 pillars. Like, that's who you are, but you have to work on that. And that's set by discipline, creating those habits and executing those habits every single day. Just need to reform your identity, reform who you are, and that takes time. Okay? Don't just outsource that to someone else. You need to step into those shoes, step into that big pair of the big boy and big girl pants, right? The person that you want to be. And that's why it's important. It's important to know who you want to be and what you want to become, and then work backwards. What would a person, the person that you want to become, what would that person do? Right? What would that person do? What would that person, the ideal version of yourself, what does that person do? What would that person do? What would that person do today? Would they sit on their ass? Would they go out to happy hour? Would they go to the fucking gym and get it done? What would that person do? Would they eat that whole fucking slice, that whole pizza pie because they felt bad for themselves, or because they were going to watch a movie, they had to eat garbage food? Or would that person read a book, meditate, do some yoga, and then go to sleep early and get up and crush it the next day? What would the person that you want to be do? And then do that, and you'll become that person. Very simple. Time or change doesn't take time. It takes commitment. That's not my quote, but it's true. Everyone likes to say it takes 28 days or whatever to form a habit. It takes 1 day if you never go back to it. Why does it take 28? What happened to the first 14? Weren't you doing it 25 days in a row? Weren't you doing it 14 days in a row? 28 days to form a habit? That's bullshit. You can quit on the 29th day. You can quit on the 40th day. Who cares if you do a habit for 50 days and you quit? So it's not ingrained. I think that's a misnomer too. You say it takes 28 days to form a habit, or 21 days. It doesn't even fucking matter. I think that's a misnomer, as if you get to that 21-day point and then all of a sudden you're in the clear. And those of you that have addictive tendencies, yeah, you know how that's a load of bullshit. It takes constant effort. So it takes one day and then never turning back and never going back. That's how we do it. That's the way it's done. All right, let's take some questions. Drop them in the comments. Let's go around a little bit. If you got a question, drop in the comments down below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. Let's see what we got here. We got a couple things online or on the live chat. Just make sure you use the hashtag APS so I can see it a little bit faster. Sometimes if you don't put a question mark, or if you don't put that APS, I don't really see the question. Sometimes it moves too fast on my end. From Aaron, do kettlebells help with stamina and endurance? Did my first set today and was soaked in sweat and I loved it. We'll do more tomorrow. Make America healthy again. I don't think America was ever, I like that quote, but I don't think, that's why when I say for Red, White, and Swole, it's time to make America swole. I don't say make America swole again because it was never swole. Let's make it swole for the first time. America's always been the fat and lazier country. And people always like to think that it's more recent, but the United States has been more overweight and less athletic than European counterparts since like the 30s and 40s. The father of exercise science, Hans Kraus, used to write books about it, how kids in Europe used to run farther, run faster, jump farther, and throw balls farther and everything than American children. So this is nothing new. You think it's new because no, it's not new. It really is not new. United States has been the fatter country for like 100 years, at least. Okay, let's see. Do kettlebells help with stamina and endurance? Yeah, I mean, it's more important that you train for strength. So the reason why you're soaked in sweat is because you're new to it. So your neuromuscular coordination, your body is working really hard, focusing on the new movement pattern. So you're going to sweat. That's why when you first start practicing yoga, even if it's not that difficult necessarily, you'll be sweating like crazy because your body is not used to the stress. It's not used to the balance. It's not used to the stabilizers. It's really freaking out. So stamina and endurance is not going to be something that, it's great for joint stability. It's great for strength. It's great for power. It's great for mobility. But yeah, you could do longer kettlebell circuits, but just keep, focus more on the strength and the power and the mobility, and you'll be straight. I'm not a real big fan of doing weights for cardio. Again, it's all about strength. It's all about building muscle. And of course, you're going to get cardiovascular benefits in there as well. But like I always say, use cardio as kind of like a little bit of a seasoning, like a little salt and pepper on there. But kettlebells are fantastic. I might actually be getting into some kettlebell swings myself today. Lisa, Papa Swolio, can I get a decent weight training on a total gym? What do you mean? Is that like the Chuck Norris thing with like the slider? I've never used it. Can I get a decent weight training? It's body weight as far as I've ever seen. If that's what you're talking about, you're just pulling yourself up, changing the angle. It can be decent, but I would recommend doing free weight exercises. I would recommend getting dumbbells and stuff. You might be able to use that for certain exercises, but I would make sure that you're moving through space and controlling your body on its own. There's nothing replaces doing free weights, but I'm sure there are certain benefits or certain exercises that could be uniquely effective on a total gym. I just personally never used it for my training. Papa Swolio, Tyler, what would you say is the biggest challenge in life with fitness? It depends on person to person, but I would say people being consistent and patient enough. Pillar number 7. Consistency. The total gym, isn't that the Chuck Norris and the Christy Brinkley, the commercials used to see all the time? Sliding up and down. Now I'm starting to remember it a little bit. All right, Rich, how often do you feel each muscle should be worked? Once, twice, more? I'd say twice a week if you're training hard enough. You need enough recovery. I think a lot of people that try to do too often, you're not doing enough volume. You're kind of getting more low-level cardiovascular, kind of like long, slow duration cardio. You're getting a lot of low intensity. You're not getting enough overload to create the trauma required to build muscle maximally. I would think when you start doing, let's say, full body workouts every day, you've seen those things on YouTube. It's like, I did total body 5 days a week. Here's what I found. It's like, it's just not ideal in my experience. So I prefer doing like twice a week. I would think is a good split. And remember, there's 7 days in a week, so it doesn't really matter. I think we need to get off this 7-day split where it's like, hey, you get to Sunday, all of a sudden it resets, because 7 days is just arbitrary. That's how human beings have designed a calendar to create some order and some reality and some scheduling and organization, to create some sense in a world where there's really no specific order. We don't know what we're doing here. So we have to create some kind of loop. That way we can set appointments and, have rituals. And this goes back thousands of years, right? So 7 days, like on Sunday, all of a sudden you have an Etch-a-Sketch and reset to Monday. It really just goes into the next day. So don't worry so much if it's on a 5-day cycle. For me personally, I like to do something more on like a 3, 4, 5-day cycle. I'll do upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body. But that upper body workout can change. Sometimes the upper body workout is chest and biceps, chest and back, chest and tris, back and bis, something like that, or total upper body. Sometimes it's like shoulders and arms with some kind of chest and back work. And then the next day will be legs. Sometimes it's a heavier leg day, sometimes more of a mobility leg day. So I generally just do upper, lower, and decide what I want to do for upper on that upper day. That way I give a little bit of rest between subsequent upper body workouts. Not as much of a fan of doing subsequent upper body workouts, like doing chest and back and then arms the next day. If you're training chest and back hard enough, or back and biceps, or back and triceps, or chest and biceps hard enough the next day, your upper body should be jacked up to the point where you need some more recovery there. I think a lot of people just don't train hard enough and, put their body through the ringer without enough recovery between. Man, it's fucking hot in here. It is. I am sweating. It's so hot outside. It is really hot in here. So we'll try to go. We'll see how long we can get this going, because I am starting to sweat already. Whew. Super hot today. Super hot today. We got a question here. Is Tusak? It's Tusak. Why do you eat raw beef liver? Because I like my food unadulterated. It's easier to eat. I don't have to worry about cooking it. And I just put it in my mouth, chew a few times, whatever, swallow, done. Simple, easy, and I don't destroy any of the nutrients. And I've had zero problems ever since I started doing it. Grass-fed, grass-finished beef liver. It's provided no issues to me, and I love it. I feel that energy boost right away. Let's see. Papa Swole, will you make America healthy again shirt? It's never been healthy. It's never been healthy. So I don't know about that again shirt. Let's see. I think it'd be awesome. What are some good ways to help studying on tests? Tests have always been my struggle, and I've been told ways of studying. Depends on what kind of test you're doing. I would recommend writing your own tests. My recommendation for studying for tests is to write your own multiple choice tests, because what you're doing by going through the content, you're really digging through the content, you're thinking, you're actually teaching the content to yourself. So when you're doing a multiple choice test and you're creating your own to study, so pretend like you're the instructor. How would you test people, and how would you confuse someone on a multiple choice test? Because one of the benefits of that is when you write a multiple choice question yourself, you're putting the right answer in there, but you're also confirming 3 answers that are incorrect. So you're kind of learning it with a lot more depth and command by creating that question. So you make your own multiple choice test and then go through and then take the test yourself. Of course, you'll ace it. And guess what? You know the fucking answers. So that's a good way to do it. That's what I used to do for a lot of things. Brendan, Papa Solio, what would you suggest for beginners like myself doing the elimination diet? What do you mean? I don't really have anything to say. What would you suggest? To be patient, to do it properly, and do it for 6 to 8 weeks and stick to it. You'll learn a lot. That's what I would suggest. I mean, there's many different ways to do it but I would do it as completely as possible and be patient. Be prepared to figure out and learn a lot about yourself. What's your question really? What would I suggest? I would suggest doing it. That's literally the answer. The elimination diet. You're on the right track, man. It just takes patience, it takes time, and you're changing your habits. I would recommend, I guess one thing that I would say, Brendan, is to get rid of all the shit in your environment. Don't keep garbage in the house. Don't keep garbage in the house. I know some people don't have the same kind of control, but if you're trying to do the elimination diet, you think you'll have willpower. I'm just going to choose not to eat it, or I'll just make a better choice. If you got hardcore food addictions or you have a lot of temptations around, you're going to make bad choices. You're going to fall off. You really have to make sure you control your environment as much as possible. And that's why the 7 pillars are so important, because those are things that you can control. And community is environment, right? So in pillar 1 and 2 all day long for you. If you're spending time with shitty fucking people, And when I say shitty fucking people that are always trying to get you to eat crap, that don't exercise, if you spend time with people that don't have similar goals to you or don't have similar mindsets when it comes to nutrition and lifestyle habits, it's going to bring you down. These are people that are just don't serve your life anymore. And it doesn't mean that you have to be mean to them. It doesn't mean you never communicate with them, but maybe you don't spend as much time with them. It's fine. You'll find new friends. You'll be around people that, or they'll get on board and they'll want to join you for your training and they'll want to get on board too. People hold on to friends from their past as if it's like a guilt trip. Like, oh, we've always talked, so we have to keep on talking. We've always spent time together, so we have to keep on spending time together. Sometimes those people just, they don't align with you. They don't align with your goals. They don't align with what you want. You drift apart, and that's not a problem. It's fine. It's natural. Everyone knows that when you have a friend that starts, they have a kid, and then they go more internal when people have kids. That's the thing. That's another thing that we can rant on a little bit. How about a little rant? We got a little ranty?
Crucifixion is good. Out of the door, line on the left, one cross each.
All right, because of the deconstructionist movement, because of feminism, because of this huge push to not have children, for women to have the same kind of brutal schedules and the same kind of, I don't know, the same type of position in society as men. Not that it's going to be a different level, but for females and women to take on masculine roles, you have a lot less women that are having children, right? That are, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh, elimination diet, people in your circle, friends for a time. Okay, I remember. I bring that back around. So obviously we know people are having less kids, all right? A lot of millennials, a lot of people just don't want to have kids. One, it's hard, it's expensive. You don't have a lot of time. We talked about that with the erosion of the economy, the fiat system. And of course, you have all the social movements that say, oh, don't have kids and all the pro-choice stuff. You could believe what you want to believe, but obviously everything is pushing towards the breakdown of the family. We talked about yesterday how they want to get control of your kids earlier. They want to get your kids in pre-K and kindergarten so they can start indoctrinating your kids younger. We know how the left is trying to do that, going younger and younger, taking over institutions, brainwashing kids throughout college. 16 years of fucking brainwashing, as if we need more. And now parents can't be at home, so you're going to state-sponsored daycare and then school, blah, blah, blah. All right, so parents need to parent their children. Now, that being said, when we talk about people splitting apart and people not like connecting, or have friends for a season, the reason why I say that is because you have a growing population. Think about how people go through their life. Imagine the person that has a family, right? Here's what I want to preface this with that background. When you have a friend, close friend or whatever, and they have a kid, you know how that person, all of a sudden you kind of drift apart. If you don't have kids and they have kids, you drift apart. Is it because you hate that person? Is it because they hate you? No, it's because they have a family. So all of a sudden people's vision goes from outside to internal. All right. All of a sudden their family becomes the whole world. Their child becomes their whole world. Husband, wife, whatever, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you want to do. It goes internal. So you kind of worry less about the shit going on outside. That's why a lot of parents are kind of in this bubble. They don't really know what's going on all the time because they're focused internally. But now you're starting to see that kind of clash where you have to take attention to the outside, to social and to political issues because they're coming after your kids and it's happening in schools and such. But that's the rift. That's the split. So when it comes to friends for a season, people go through different phases in life, but with more and more people that are normalizing not having children rather than having children, you're starting to see that separation a lot more. It's starting to be like the outcast or unusual to have a family, unusual to have that rather than just work your ass off, not have any kids and be a part of the tax system. And honestly, a lot of it comes back to taxes. If you have more workers in the field, men and women, there's more people to tax and more money to suckle off the lower and the middle class. And that's why the wealth disparity keeps on increasing. And of course, I was thinking about this last night. You don't see a lot of these small mom and pop stores, like hardware stores, right? Remember, you used to have an individual owned cleaner, or you used to have a little local restaurant or a local hardware store. And it used to be like Bob's Screws or Bob's Hammers and Nails, Bob's Hardware. You don't see that shit. It's all Ace Hardware, True Value, or it's Walmart, or it's Advanced Auto Parts. It's all just big box stores everywhere. There's less small businesses, less middle class. And of course you have this wealth disparity increasing, but this all coincides with how people change as they go through life. And you'll notice how people with families go internal and other people. So it's normal to have that separation. That's just one example. And of course, I kind of painted a much broader picture, but that's part of how people change through life. So you don't have to necessarily keep people around. A lot of times friends are for a season. You keep friends around for a certain period of time. And it's not because you're a superficial, selfish person. It's just because people find interest and have other things that happen in their life and you drift apart, and it's totally natural and it's okay. So you can let him go, let him or her go and fucking move forward. Move forward, move on with your life. Mussels marinara. That's a good dish. That's a good dish. Papa Swole, good brother Swole. What's your go-to chest pump? Depends on how I'm feeling. But usually I love me some chest dips. I love chest dips. I love it. Let's get some gorilla grunts for chest dips. Some weighted chest dips are delicious. Ring dips are fantastic too. Love those. Pinch press, incliner flat chest pinch press. Fantastic. But lately chest dips have been a standard. Great for the lower chest fibers, and I just like it for the range of motion, for the stretch. Fan-fucking-tastic. All right, Teddy, my schedule. I am sweating like a fucking beast.
Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night.
I'm literally sweaty. I'm a little drippy. My schedule for actual days of being in the gym is typically Thursdays and Sundays. Is it a good idea to stay on the same schedule or mix it up? Your body doesn't care if it's Thursday or Sunday. Your body just knows that it's getting enough stress or not enough stress. So how many days are you actually lifting weights? Just 2 days a week? Can you up that at all? I would recommend lifting more days per week than that. Let's see. Tyler, Papa Swole, I get a lot of weird looks in the gym. What's a good strategy I can do to block out the BS? Wear a hat? Don't pay attention? You get a lot of weird looks for what? Who gives a shit? Who cares? What's a good strategy? I don't know, wear a hat, put some music on, and fucking do your shit. Stop paying attention to what other people are doing. Do yo thing. Maybe they're looking at you because like, damn, that guy's working hard. I wish I could train like that. Or what's he doing? If you're doing an exercise that's unique and someone's looking at you, yeah, people are going to be looking at you like, I wonder what that guy's doing. Most people are just thinking about themselves. It's really what's going on. Let's see here. Aaron, what are some good natural ways to boost testosterone? I would not, and are testosterone supplements okay to take? I wouldn't take anything. I wouldn't take any supplements. I would not take any of those oral over-the-counter supplements. That's very risky. One thing that you can do is eat more organ meats and eat more grass-fed beef and eat more saturated animal fats, quality fats, grass-fed beef, tallow. Those things are all fantastic. It's important. Your body needs, don't be avoiding cholesterol and all that stuff. That's my opinion. From all my experience, all my research, all my personal experience. Your body needs to create testosterone. So you need to put your body in a situation where it has the proper fuel and the proper sources that a fucking man needs in this world. Stay away from the soy, stay away from all the plant shit. You're not boosting your testosterone by eating veggies. You can have some, but make sure you're getting those organ meats. Make sure you're getting in that red meat, man. That's my recommendation. That's my opinion. Talk to your doctor. I wouldn't take any supplements. I mean, if you have do you have low testosterone? I would cut out soy, cut out all that shit. Do you know if you have low testosterone? Did you get it checked? There's actually a good episode on that. I believe it was on Dr. Paul Saladino's, was it Fundamental Health or something like that? No. Yeah, his podcast. I think he had an episode recently. I saw the title. I forget if I listened to it or not. It was on testosterone, so go check that out. Let's see, Kenneth. And when it comes to nutrition, fam, just for the record, just again, as if I need to say this over and over again, these are my opinions, my experience. I mean, I have degrees and I have 20 years of experience. This is just a lot of this nutrition stuff. This is my experience. These are my opinions. I'm not telling you what to eat. I'm telling you to do an elimination diet and figure this stuff out for yourself. But you don't want to just resort to supplements. All right. You want to increase testosterone? You got to lift more fucking weights. You got to eat better food, get better sleep. You need to get more sun. You need to do all of these things. You need to be more human. You need to be more of a fucking human being. And, just cutting out everywhere you look is trying to cut out meat, trying to demonize meat, trying to demonize you for consuming meat. It's everywhere. We have an article today that's going to blow your fucking mind. All right. It's going to blow your mind. It talks about testosterone a little bit. Just wait for it. It's going to blow your it's going to blow your nips off. All right. Make sure that you are subscribed. Hit that like button, fam, before we move any further. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check out all the links for the podcast over at thedailyswole.com. Again, thedailyswole.com. And check out swolenormousx.com for links on the 7 Pillars ebook. Download the 7 Pillars ebook at the top of the page. And of course, check out memberships over there at swolenormousx.com. Got the blog and all that good shit. So check that out. All right. Kenneth Schill. Papa Swole, I have been involved in several accidents over the years. In the last one, I was hurt in my wrists, and on occasion, my wrist becomes locked up or hurt while training. Been using a hand grip strengthener to get the forearms bigger, and I can grip the barbells better, but I still have to use wrist wraps to assist. Are there any other ways to strengthen the wrist area? Sure. I'm sorry to hear about that, but it sounds like you're doing a lot to improve. I would recommend, unless there's a contraindication, unless a therapist or a doctor said, don't use this specifically, personally, I would use a TheraBar. So you can check out my Amazon store, go to amazon.com/stores/swolenormous, or go to swolenormousx.com/links and scroll down to the Papa Swole's recommended products. But a TheraBar is fantastic for strengthening the forearms. So that's what I recommend. Also, I don't want to tell you to do something that's going to cause inflammation, but you might want to look into something like Indian clubs or a light mace bell. That might be really good to strengthen. I'm not sure if that would cause any problems for you, make it worse, but it could be some nice grip strength and mobility. Personally, kettlebells, mace bell, and Indian clubs have just transformed my grip strength. So heavy mace bell swings, not telling you to go heavy, but with mobility, because you're holding onto the mace bell as you're swinging and you're getting that torque. You're getting that, you're getting that torque from when you're actually swinging the mace bell, and your grip strength improves and increases as you're trying to grip it, so it doesn't slide out of your hands. And kettlebells have been great for my grip strength as well. But you might want to build your way up from there. So I would check out the TheraBar. It's great for therapy. It's great for physical therapy for people that have medial or lateral epicondylitis from, golfers or tennis elbow or golfer's elbow. I didn't put them necessarily in the correct order for medial or lateral epicondylitis, but elbow pain and tendonitis usually comes from an imbalance with the flexors and extensors in your forearm. So I would recommend checking that out. Always really good to do that before you start training, before you do upper body, is kind of activate those muscles. Bunny Love, how many days do you recommend lifting versus cardio? I personally don't do cardio like that. I don't do focused cardio. So if you're going to the gym, I would recommend weight training 4 to 6 days a week, depending on what the split is. So I don't really recommend. What are you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to accomplish, Bunny? So lifting versus cardio. Lifting, yes. Cardio depends on do you love doing cardio? Is that something that you're passionate about? You love doing it. You feel amazing when you do it. You just love doing it. Or is it something that you've always done and you have this just built-in obsession with, oh my God, if I don't do cardio, I feel like I didn't train? Because that's something else to unpack, but cardio is not required for you to lose weight people do way too much cardio. People do way too much cardio. And most people, CrossFit people, most people do lifting as cardio. It's just too much cardio. Too much fucking cardio. Too much. And here's the thing. Most people want a physique. Tell me, what do you want? You want muscles? You want to see more muscle definition? Most people do. Ladies, don't you want to see more? Right? Don't you want to see more definition?
I'd be the luckiest guy alive if that did it for me.
Ladies want toning. Guys want to build muscle. Guys want to have a physique, want to have less body fat. Men and women want to build muscle, and you want to have less fat. You got to lift weights. Lift weights, eating better, all 7 pillars, but it's coming down to the strength training. Strength training. Stop running yourself into the ground. Cerny, if I slow down on the amount of weight I lift, will I quit growing a beard? I'm tired of shaving. Well said.
House is a fucking prison!
Damn straight.
Planet bullshit! In the galaxy of this sucks camel dicks!
If you want a beard, you gotta lift some weights. I would recommend, yes, absolutely your beard would stop growing. Gentlemen, if you're having trouble growing a beard, just eat some beef liver and lift some and do some fucking squats, and that beard will just pop off. Pop off. Oh, glad to hear it. Sunshine 54, Florida sunshine. I agree. It was hot as fucking hell today. I ordered the Flex Bar, definitely helped. For real. For real. Isn't cardio good for you though? In what sense? It's very, very, very overblown. Cardiovascular capacity, you're going to get cardiovascular benefits from exercising, from practicing yoga, from doing strength training. You're going to get benefits. Doesn't mean you can't do some cardiovascular activity, but it's not going to get you the results that most people want. It really will not. Okay. It's not going to get you a muscular physique. It's not going to shred you up. Your body's going to become very, very efficient at doing whatever activity you do, whether it's cycling, whether it's running. Plus, most people don't run well. Most people are running heel to toe and they're smashing their joints and they're jacking your shit up. People just focus way too much on the shit that doesn't work optimally for them. All right. It's not going to get you the results that you want. You've never seen anyone that just does tons of cardio and looks fantastic, usually skinny fat. And you hit that plateau really hard and really quickly because your body becomes efficient at doing the same amount of work with less expenditure. And then what you start doing is you start playing. And this is where this kind of calories in, calories out mindset came from. People just did more and more cardio. So what do you have to do? Well, I'm burning this many calories, and those trackers aren't fucking accurate. So I'm burning this many calories. So let me eat a little bit less. People just do more work and then keep on eating less food. No wonder it doesn't work. You're fucking bonk out. It's not going to get you results. I have 2 torn tendons on my foot. I'm waiting for surgery. I've been doing more upper body, but I feel like I should be trying to do cardio. I do not agree. You should be healing your lower body, taking care of your stuff, but do strength training. Strength training and proper nutrition. Download your free copy of the 7 Pillars over there at swolenormousx.com. Frantic Panda over there on Twitch. Trust me, recommend that 100%. Okay, strength training. That's fantastic that you're still lifting with your upper body. Even with issues with your foot, not saying you should be walking on them or doing whatever if you're on crutches, but you can go to the gym and do leg extension machines. There's other exercise you can do for strength training as long as you're cleared to do it or you're careful. I'm not telling you to go and train with like torn tendons, but you know what I'm saying? There's exercise you can do for strength training for legs without putting pressure on your foot. You can do, leg lifts or something like that. It's working your glutes, like doing leg kicks at home and stuff like that. Ankle weights, maybe stuff like that. Just saying. Yeah, we had a little bit of a connection issue for a second, but it's back. He's back. It's back. Yeah, cardio is very, very, very overblown. Very overblown. Doesn't mean you can't do some, but it's definitely not required in the same context. But if you're training, lifting weights, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Everyone's afraid. If I don't do cardio, oh my God, my heart's not going to be healthy. That's not true. That's not true. You don't have to be murdering yourself. Doesn't mean you can't go for a walk. You can do general cardio. Sprints and stuff are great. I do sprints. Just long distance running, it's really just not ideal for most people. Most people don't know how to run. They don't move properly. And they just exhaust themselves. Like, what are you doing that for? Sprinting, short bursts, that's high intensity. You could do cardio for strength, do sprints, do hill sprints, do plyometrics. That's more effective. But take longer breaks in between. Don't lift weights for cardio. All the circuits going one to the next, one to the next, one to the next. Longer rest periods. Make sure you're lifting heavy. Fucking get it done. Strength training. You get more results. Yeah, it's bullshit. That's nonsense. Jarella, I love it when people brag about how many calories some computer told them they burned at Soul Cycle. That's nonsense. It just goes off the time. It tells you it's not accurate at all. It's not. It's not. It's not. All right, fam, we got some balls deep action. It's time to go deeper. That's deep. All right, fam. Let's get some gorillas. Are you ready for some shit posts, fam? Drop some dookie in the comments below. Now, of course, just in closing, talking about cardio and all that stuff, it really depends on your individual situation. So you asked me a question. I'm talking to thousands of people. So a lot of people are listening to this, not just watching now or they're watching later. So I'm trying to give as much context in general, but of course, individual situations, depending on your individual concerns. That's where the customizable programming comes in. That's why inside the Swole fam, we help you customize your training. That's what the programs do. It helps you individualize your training, individualize your approach. So this is a lot of education, understanding, and thinking about your training differently. It's not a one size fits all. That's the problem. That's the problem. A lot of things in this world are portrayed as a one size fits all. Oh, just do this. Oh, just eat this. That's fucking bullshit. How can that be possible when everyone is so different? Everyone's lives are so different. Some people are very active. And this is another reason why when people say they work all day, but I'm working out all day, I'm working outside all day, lifting things, carrying things around. Isn't that enough? No, obviously. How many people are like ripped, shredded, muscular, feeling great because they work as a moving company? No, that's cardio. That's cardio. That's low levels of stress constantly throughout the day. Your body adapts very efficiently to that. That's why a lot of guys have beer guts and a lot of people are fat and they're moving all day long. Their body becomes very efficient. Plus, they're still eating like shit, sleeping like shit, drinking too much alcohol, smoking cigarettes, eating processed foods, and stressing themselves out. Just because you're moving a lot doesn't mean that you're burning a lot of calories and doesn't mean that you're doing anything to help yourself with health. Your body adapts to doing that. Your body wants to become as efficient as possible with cardio. Your body wants to utilize as few calories as possible. When you're lifting weights, you can eat more food because your body is actually building lean tissue. So stop with the caloric restriction, lift heavy, lift more, eat more food, eat quality food, get amazing fucking results. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, baby. Hadouken! Hadouken! Shoryuken! Shoryuken. Come on now. That's 100% true, Christine. The inner thigh muscles and stuff. Christine writes, I know that weightlifting, etc., my regime has made riding the motorcycle so much easier. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Well, we got a post here. We got one. We'll talk about this for a second just to kind of get the tip wet. Remember, we're talking about this content right here. We talk about shots, we talk about jabs in the arm, all that shit. I know what you're thinking. Come on, man. This is all changing so dynamically, but it's just the story that's being told out there that we have to address because it's kind of a, and this article, of course, is from the tabloid Daily Mail. But check this out, because we always talk about how it's going to be endless amounts of shots. Oh, another shot, another shot, another shot. Let me jab this one in your asshole. Let me put this in your ear hole, right? So this is changing day to day, but you hear a lot of conflicting information. One says you need a booster shot, another one you don't. Hey, vaccinations don't protect against the Delta variant. These are going to protect and blah, blah, blah. The more confusion, the better, because then you can create more divisiveness and everyone's just kind of shooting their load online, trying to get more clicks. But it's reported here, Pfizer says the booster shot of its COVID-19 vaccine extends protection and is being updated to target the Delta variant. Interesting. I also read another article that said it doesn't do anything. So even if you're vaccinated, you're going to keep on spreading it. Sounds like people got ahead of themselves thinking that everything's all one and done. You don't have to change your health. You don't have to take care of yourself. Just shoot this and you'll be fine. Oh, wait, here's another variant. Here's another shot. Here's another shot. Here's another shot. It's going to keep on coming, fam. It's going to keep on coming. And I also saw another article, I think it was from the CDC, that said that kids that are unvaccinated have to be socially distanced and wear masks. So kids that are vaccinated won't have to wear masks, and kids that aren't are going to have to. They're starting to segregate your kids. They're trying to do that in schools. So they're trying to get you to inject this shit into your fucking kids. That's so scary. It is so fucking scary that they're going after kids. It's so fucking scary. But this is what's happening now. This is what's happening. There's going to be additional shots. And again, people don't want to look at the money. Follow the money. Endless booster shots, endless. Who do you think is profiting from this? Exactly. Follow the fucking money. Follow the Monet. It's all there. It's all there. Okay. Now, that being said, keep on injecting that. Put that right in your butthole. All right. We got this post from, talking about milk earlier, weren't we? Right? Weren't we talking about milk earlier? Oh, I left that in the Telegram chat. Swole fam, I put that in the Telegram chat. I said, as hot as fuck, milk was a bad choice from Anchorman. That's why Pedro dropped that wheel of cheese comment. This is from PETA. Let's see what we got here.
What's in the box?
All right. We got this one from PETA. It says, putting dairy milk in your morning coffee is sexist.
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
How is that sexist? I think it's not healthy for you. I think it's not good for you. How is it sexist? Do tell us, PETA. Do fucking tell us. PETA writes as a caption, reminder that dairy milk is the product of imprisonment, forced impregnation, reproductive control, kidnapping, and abuse of female cows. It's not sexist, but okay, these people are insane.
Go fuck yourself.
You can go fuck yourself. Now, I don't personally think you should be eating or consuming milk anyway. That's for baby cows. It's not for humans. It just don't need to consume it, especially when it's pasteurized and destroyed of all nutrients, but it's not necessary. It's really something that people should not be consuming, in my opinion. But it's not sexist. It's not sexist. So, all right. So what are you saying, PETA? I guess PETA is saying that we should take the milk from male cows. I think that's called semen. I think that's called jizz. So PETA wants you to suck down jizz. So thank you, PETA. How about this?
How about I send you a hobo's dick cheese?
PETA wants you to suck down man milk. They want you to get that bull milk. Yeah. As opposed to what? As opposed to what? Just bull cum? All right, here we go. Oh, shut the fuck up. Oh, shut the hell up, PETA.
What's in the box?
Oh, stop it. No one's listening to you. This one's from Daring Fat, so you know what that's going to be like. This post is just a picture. Yeah, we got no caption, right? Woof, no caption. I expected maybe 7 paragraphs, but saved by the bell. The post writes, it's a picture of an overweight person with their shirt opening up, which is great. When clothing is too small, it means the clothing is too small. That's it. It does not mean that you need to be smaller. All right. Okie dokie.
First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face.
So the logic behind this post is if you get too fat for your clothes, it's not that the clothes are too small. How do you even go after this? It does not mean that you need to be smaller. I think it does. If you bought clothes and you no longer fit into your clothes, here's the thing. As a grown adult, unless you're putting on muscle, as an adult, you're no longer growing. Okay. Unless you're putting on muscle, your clothes should not be getting smaller. If your clothes are shrinking, one, you shrank them in the washer and the dryer. That's your fault. Again, it's your fault. If you're getting fatter, blame the clothes. The clothing is too small. No, your ass is too fat. Your ass is too fat. If your ass gets too fat, it's your fault. You made your ass fatter. It's your ass that got fat. Stop blaming the clothes. The clothing is too small. That's it. If I go to a store and I go and buy an extra small and it doesn't fit, yeah, that shirt's too small for me. If you have clothes and you don't fit in them anymore, why the fuck do you not fit in the clothes that you bought? Why are you getting larger? You're not growing anymore. You're a grown adult unless you are bulking and it's bulking season. You's getting fatter. Aha. Aha. This is fucking...
Matt Damon.
Guys, people are retarded. So ridiculous.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Always nice to hear. Always nice to see. We got some videos. We'll take in a couple seconds, but we have, let's take a video or two. I have an article of the century. It's gonna blow your mind. It's about testosterone in the sense, all right? It's about males, and it's about the feminization of males and the I don't even know where this goes. They're just testing the waters to see how much they can screw everyone up. So let's take a video. Shall we do a video? It looks like the connection, I think it's just Friday afternoon or Friday evening. Internet overload. I think a lot of people are getting off work and people are just, stuck in traffic on the way home. Everyone's on TikTok and shit. Everyone's using up their bandwidth. So it looks like we kind of bottomed out a little bit. So drop in the comments down below. What'd you smash today? Follow up. Let's take some comments in the meantime. And then once it comes back around, we'll get into a video. I want to make sure everyone sees this properly, but I know it might be spinning on your end. It seems like it might be. Let's see. Jen, pretty sure none of my clothes fit me 4 months ago. Got off my fat ass and put in the work. Now it's way too big and my pants fall off me. Very nice. Michelle, fuck man, I jumped in during balls deep. It's a lot to take in at once. I know.
Is this a list of things I did to your mom last night?
I know.
Wait till bigger stickers hears of this.
I know. I'm warning you. It's hard to come in. It's hard to come in the balls deep section. It's very overwhelming. Very overwhelming. Yvonne, if you're 20 plus years old and you don't fit into clothes you bought less than a year ago, that should be some cause for concern. I don't disagree. Christine, my shirts are too small, but that's because the shoulder gains. Oh, I love this. I love it. Teddy, I already have enough of a headache for these dumb fucks. All right. Yo, I think YouTube is definitely cutting off this stream. I swear they're restricting my bandwidth. This happens. It's always happening when we go and we get really aggressive with shit. Always like, you notice that certain topics, we start saying certain things and all of a sudden the internet's like, and then it just locks up a little bit more. We're under surveillance. They're watching us, fam. They're watching us. I think it's still cutting out a little bit. Bummer. We might have to skip the rest of it and do it later on. Oh no. Oh no. Or of course it'll be uploaded for the podcast and you can listen to it later. Let's see here. Let's see, Jen, but what if you no longer fit into any clothes available in the store? They need to cater to you too. This is stupid as fuck. Well, that's what the woketivists are saying, that every store has to cater to you. If a store or a restaurant or a doctor's office doesn't have the right chairs, it's their fault. And they need to have chairs without arms and benches and things that cater to everyone of every size, of every height, everything like that. But it really doesn't come down to height. It comes down to people's sensitivities and people's feelings. So if your feelings are hurt because you are not taking care of your health, it's everyone else's fault for not bending over backwards for you because they don't understand your lived experience. They don't understand. They don't understand what it's like to be fat. They don't understand what it's like to be obese because they're not obese. So rather than change yourself, blame everyone else for your shortcomings, and then, it is what it is. Come on, interwebs. What's going on here? Are we still spinning or how are we doing? Why is it cutting out? Yeah, it's buffer. Well, it's not buffering for me, but bandwidth just dropped, like plummeted. It's fine on my end. I'm streaming the same. Nothing's changed. Everything's good for me. So either it is Friday evening or I said something that got flagged and they're throttling. Let's see. Dwayne, my 44-inch pants don't fit me anymore. Had to buy 32-inch shorts this weekend. It felt good. Good for you. Very nice. I'm going to cut off some other... let's see here. Keep getting that circle of death. Yeah, what's going on? Super glitchy on Facebook. Oh my God, they're throttling the papa. They're throttling the papa. How are we doing on Twitch? Is Twitch good? Everybody loves duck sauce. Seems like Twitch is blowing up. Twitch, we're going fucking deep. Let's get some more gorillas. Twitch fam, where we at?
The little rascal has spirit.
Why are we still buffering? Looks like it might pop back up soon. I'm looking at it, by the way, I'm looking at the actual bandwidth statistics and it's consistent, but you can see it. As we were talking, also went. So they must be doing they must do some type of throttling at certain peak time periods. But it seems like whenever I go live, it's a peak time period. I'm just assuming. I don't know. Bounce from YouTube to Facebook. How we doing? I could still see all your comments. We're still online. Looks like it might be coming back. I have faith. I have faith. I'm looking at the little lines because I have a little bandwidth statistic live thing. It's like, looks like it's popping back up. It's popping back up. Come on now. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Pedro, maybe they're under cyber attacks like everywhere else lately. Yeah, maybe it's Putin. Maybe Putin's watching the live stream. He's like, no, don't like this content. No. So they're hacking it. It must be those hackers. Let's blame Russia for it. It's the Russians. Didn't you know? Didn't you know it's the Russians? Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that.
Come on, man.
Do your job, bro. Do your job. Stop slacking. You're affecting my streams, son. You're respecting my streams. Let's see. Time for Witchcraft podcast. What? What? Oh, what is going on in the comments? What are you guys doing with your lives? What's going on? Witchcraft. A witch. A witch. A witch. Anyway. All right. So probably going to keep on continuing because if it's spinning, it's spinning. There's nothing I can do, or we can cut this off and we'll just come back tomorrow. Seems like we might be, it's great. Twitch, LOL. Yeah. All right. So we got let's do a couple of videos. If it's slow for you, you can catch it. I'm not going to slow down anymore. Just keep on going. If it cuts, it cuts. Or we just do it tomorrow. Let's see here. It's on YouTube's. Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, well, all right. We can wrap this up. Buffering again. We can wrap this up. We can just do we'll do the videos tomorrow. That's totally cool. It is FEFF after all. We've been live for about an hour and change. Yeah, it sucks that the live stream stops. Well, it is a live show, but it's always hard to stop or to start or to it's always a hard decision whether or not to continue because I like to be live. I think if you're recording ahead of time, I think you're a jabroni or jabbernet. Nothing like some live stream action. Nothing like some live FEFF. But let's hold that off for tomorrow. If we're not getting good connection, let's don't take away my FEFF. They took away your FEFF already. Weird. All right, let's give away this fucking Swole card. We'll do more tomorrow. We'll do all these pictures tomorrow. All right, drop in the comments down below, #FEFF for a chance to win today's Swole card. I'm not waiting for YouTube to fix with the stream. We're going to crush it. Tomorrow we'll get into more stuff. That's the beauty. Hey, that's the beauty of the Mancast. That's the beauty of the Mancast. That's the beauty of the Mancast is that we're here every day. We're here every day. So for whatever reason, if something doesn't go right, or if it's, this kind of thing, then guess what? We do it again tomorrow, and we do it again tomorrow, and we do it again tomorrow, and the fucking next day, and the fucking next day, and we don't quit. We keep on going, and we adjust, and we adapt, but we got a whole fucking show in. We got a whole show. If it's been glitchy, if you can't hear me, you can always catch the audio podcast afterwards. But those videos, we can't do it. So I'm not sure. Maybe this is something that we can avoid. This is something that, I don't know if it's on my end. I don't think it is because I haven't done anything. I never do anything. It's always consistent. I do everything the same way every time. So it seems like it's on all those other platforms, but I'm not sure if it would be the same thing inside Swole TV. I'm not sure if maybe we'll have to start trying it. And yeah, Rumble doesn't have live streaming. Odyssey does. I've been syncing my stuff to Library for a long time, so I think I already have like 1,000 followers over on Odyssey, but that takes a couple extra steps to get the live stream going. I haven't tried an official stream yet there, but I think instead of Odyssey, I would prefer just streaming right to Swole TV, but I'm not sure. Would you all be interested? Those are your Swole fan members. I mean, I know we love watching on YouTube. It helps a lot on YouTube, but maybe some of you want to watch on the regular basis inside Swole TV, so that's another option. I'm not sure if that would be something that would supersede this. It could just be the internet in general, but seems very sketchy because everything is consistent on my end. And it just seems like the platforms are not taking it up for whatever reason. So other options. Donnie Trump. I switched. We got more people over on Twitch. Brutal. We got a lot of people on Twitch. What up, fam? So make sure you subscribe over there, and we'll get back at it tomorrow. Strange how the internet's kind of being weird. It's because I mentioned the Schmovid shots, right? Did I hurt people's feelings? I'm just reading some news. You're the ones that are talking about it. Question everything. Well, maybe not everything, but Use critical thought. Just in closing, it was funny. Someone on TikTok was saying that I was being a conspiracy theorist and that it was a bad take talking about how the vaccines are a money grab. These are people that just don't know the facts. These are people that don't actually consume the content, the objective, factual content. They don't look deep enough. It's absolutely a money grab. It's absolutely to make money. It's absolutely to make a profit. It's absolutely the case. Absolutely. That's why viable alternatives have been shoved under the rug in order to get emergency use authorization. Like, we've been over that many times. We've talked about the other podcasts and such where you can get that information that's been completely blocked. But of course, more and more will come out. Just make sure that you're making the right decisions. Critically think for yourself. Take care of your health. Again, it all comes down to taking care of your health primarily. Whether you're getting a shot or jab, whatever you want to call it, you still need to be healthy. I love how people think that you're going to get a shot and then all of a sudden your diabetes and all your risk factors for any kind of illness is going to go away. Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. If you're not a healthy person, you're still going to be susceptible. Your immune system is going to suck. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Where's my Twitch fam at? It's the damn Russians. All right, fuck this internet shit. Fuck this. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you for sucking a huge... It's that damn Sasquatch. Fucking Billy Madison. What a great fucking movie. What a great movie. All right, let's give away the Swole card. Fam, drop in the comments down below. FEFF, Feffy, McFefferson. Let's fucking go. What we got here? Beaches? Oh, we got it. We got a Feffer. I don't know who this is, but I think it's one of our first Twitch winners. Congratulations, everybody loves duck sauce.
Congratulations!
Everyone loves duck sauce. Congratulations, ELDS. We'll call it ELDS. All right, I don't know who this is, but congratulations on winning today's Swole card. Everyone say congratulations. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com, Swole card 1890 in the subject, and your mailing address in the body of the email will get you out this Swole card as soon as possible. We got another batch going out really soon, so stay tuned for that. Congratulations. Round of applause. All right. Very nice. Very nice duck sauce. Delicious. Delicious and nutritious. All right. Hopefully the internet is going to be better, or YouTube is not going to block the stream and X, Y, and Z. It looks like it might be getting better now, ironically, but tomorrow we'll be back at it again for 1891. Thank you, everyone, for being here, for putting up with FEFF. It looks like we got fuck 'em Friday. It looks like everyone else, even the fucking online companies, were like, fuck you Friday. But we'll do our best, and we continue to do our best, whether we're throttled or not. It seems like it's happening a lot more lately. All right. Seems like it's happening a lot more lately, doesn't it? Starting to see like the comments struggling to get through. Like, it seems the connectivity is fucking weird, but I swear it's totally fine. And anytime it happens very, very consistently. Have you all noticed that? And this is not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, but literally it happens often when I'm going super hard on certain topics. All of a sudden it goes, vroom. I just don't, I'm so skeptical about it being an accident. I swear so many times it's just on certain topics. All of a sudden the bandwidth just fucking gets cut. It's so weird. It's so weird. And I can see it. I can literally see it. I can literally see it, but I know there's a lot of other issues going on. It's a Friday, it's afternoon, blah, blah, blah. There's always a lot of excuses and reasons that you can make up for it, but very weird. Very weird. It happens a lot. It happens a lot. It happens a lot. I'll start talking about the vid or a vaccine, or I'll start talking about something aggressive, whatever, but it's weird. And now it's going to get better. Stream's fine now. Yeah, right. Sure. No, he's stopping the cast. He's stopping. He's almost done. Boost it back up. All right, fam, let's nut this beach. Congratulations to everybody loves duck sauce. Congratulations. And of course, check out swolenormousx.com to join the Swole fam today. Hit that like button on your way out. Let us nut this beach. Falcon, take us away, fam. Ah, yes, Falcon. Salutations to you too as well, Falcon. There's always tomorrow. We'll be back here tomorrow. So we have a lot of videos. Swole Slut Saturday is going to be filthy. Seriously, we have so many fucking videos. You fucked us up. You fucked us up.
How dare you?
Thanks, Mark. Thank you, Sundar Pichai. Thanks for nothing, Jeff Bezos. Now it's working fine. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fucking up my man cast. Goddamn cunts. It's so hard to play piano when you're fucking angry. It's like an angry, just raging. Fucking bullshit. We're gonna have to get this figured out. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable. Bullshit. Bullshit. We need other options. Enough of this. Enough. Angry piano. Angry. Fucking bullshit. Oh, at least I fucking nailed it. At least I fucking nailed it.
He's on fire!
Come on, baby. Oh, yeah.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
That was spicy as fuck. Oh my god.
Boom shakalaka!
Oh, that was fire.
USA, greatest country in the world.
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand, and to get hot, I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in and pull and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
All right, fam, we got a lot of stuff tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be a Swole Slut Saturday, which is just going to be like, it's going to be like a FEFF part 2. We got a lot of things that we didn't get to cover today. Got several videos. It's going to be awesome. So I'm really stoked to go a little bit deeper. And I swear to fuck, now it's working fine. Oh, okay, buddy. Okay. All right, fam, let's head on over to the Telegram. I have some questions to ask a bunch of you. So head on over to the Swole Fam Telegram if you're a member. Make sure you join the Telegram. Let's hop in there right now. We got to talk a little bit about today because very unacceptable. I'm just not into this shit anymore. I'm not into it. I'm so over these fucking tech apps that are just jacking up our shit. It's time to get serious, fam. Let's fucking go. All right, I'll see you in the Telegram chat. Go to swolenormousx.com, download your copy of the 7 Pillars, check out memberships, swolenormousx.com, links in the show notes down below. Peace, McGeese, deuce, Magoose, your boy, Papa Swolio. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like...
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bag that you made. That's a bag that you made. That's a bag that you made. That's a bag that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint you. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. Our topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element.